Right now, just after 20 to 11, morning, I'm Adam Pope, and with now an actor, author, comedy star. He swam the Channel for Sport Relief, and his second children's book, Mr. Stink, brilliant, has now been adapted for the stage, and is coming to Yorkshire in September. And if that wasn't enough, David Walliams is currently developing his own sitcom, and he's in now to talk to us. Morning, David.
Hello, Adam, how are you?
David, I'm absolutely fine. I've got to ask you first, do you have any inhibitions?
Well, not many, no. I'm not embarrassed easily.
Yeah, that's the thing that I think about you. I think nothing seems to bother you at all. You have no inhibitions whatsoever. Wear anything, do anything, up for anything.
Well, it's good, I think. We're doing a comedy show. It's good not to have too many inhibitions, because otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do it. I think, you've got to play. You've got to have almost quite an innocent, childish outlook on things, really. To make yourself look so stupid.
Well, what about Mr. Stink then? Tell us all about it.
Yes, it's a production of. I wrote a book called Mr. Stink, which is about a little girl who befriends a tramp, the stinkiest tramp who ever lived, and she invites him to live in her family's garden shed, but she doesn't tell her mum and dad, and that's really the starting point for the story. And it's been adapted for the stage. I went to the opening in Leicester a week ago, which was fantastic. And as far as I know, it's the first theatrical production ever in Stinkivision. So you're given a little booklet on the way in, and you're asked at certain points in the show to scratch and sniff. And it was fantastic hearing all the kids react in horror and delight at some of the smells.
Any book that starts with stink, stinky, stinky, stinkiest thing, it's got my vote, I've got to say.
Oh, okay. Have you got kids, Adam?
I have. I've got a 14-year-old and a 9-year-old.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd say the 9-year-old especially. I mean, the books are kind of 9+. And the production would be great to bring your 9-year-old.
Now, you wrote it, thanks for that, that's well endorsed. You wrote it with Quentin Blake, known mainly for his illustration, of course, in Roald Dahl's books. What was it like working with him?
Well, amazing. I mean, I was just excited to meet him, because I read the Roald Dahl books as a kid, and I adored them. They were the first books I read and really loved, and I love them today. So when they asked him to do it, he said yes, I was delighted. And when I got to meet him, I was just thrilled. And then, and even greater thrill that he's illustrating, things that I've written, characters. I've created characters, and he's illustrating them. And it really, I think, gave me a brilliant sort of stamp of approval as a children's author. Because I think there's a kind of cynicism sometimes when someone well-known writes a book, maybe especially for children, like Jordan has written, children's books about, I don't know, a pink horse or something, and so there's a kind of cynicism, and yet that Quentin, read the book, enjoyed it, wanted to do it, was a fantastic boost for me.
Got to say though, speak to Sue, who I work with here. She said her son read the book you did about the little boy as a transvestite. And said
the boy
it was
in the dress,
brilliant.
yeah.
Said it was absolutely brilliant. So you go out there a bit, don't you, in some of your subjects?
Well, I feel like there's got to be a message. I mean, that one is sort of really about difference. Mr. Stink's, I suppose, the same about not judging a book by its cover, and not thinking just because someone lives on the street that they're any lesser than you are. And the latest one, Billionaire Boy, just out in paperback, is about a boy who's a billionaire but he hasn't got a friend, and I suppose the message of that is, just being rich and famous alone is not going to make you happy.
How difficult was it to adapt the book to stage, do you think?
Well, I didn't do it. Some other people, the brilliant director of the show, Matthew White, did it. But he's stayed quite faithful to the book and the story. He's added songs and added jokes, but the spine of the story is the same. I was delighted. I think the challenge is, representing a dog and a cat on stage. We've got these brilliant puppets. It's the same people who developed War Horses have done the puppets for the show, so they're fantastic. And there's a character in Mr. Stink of Chloe's younger sister. Chloe's the girl who befriends the tramp, and her younger sister who's a bit of a swat, and she's actually a puppet too. So it's very imaginatively done.
Was it important for you then that it stayed, close to because I've got a friend of mine who's just been into print, and Hollywood are looking at his text, and he says if they just wave the check, I'm not bothered what they do to it, to be quite honest.
Imagine if it was Hollywood and they were writing a check for millions of pounds. Yeah, I'd let them do anything. But I'm pleased that it's faithful to the story and the spirit of the story. I wouldn't have minded too much if it diverted a bit, but but actually it's very faithful, and I'm really happy.
Great, I hope it goes really well for you, David.
Thank you.
Sport Relief next year, obviously you're well known for swimming the Channel, which is brilliant. Now, are you doing anything for next year, particularly with the Olympics in mind?
It's, I'm not doing anything at the Olympics.
Come on.
You have to be like a proper athlete.
You
know,
are?
Not just... Well, it's very kind of you to say. I'm actually planning to swim the length of the Thames in September for Sport Relief. Sport Relief is in March, but I couldn't do it in March because it's too cold, and I want to do it, in my swimming trunks, not a wetsuit. And it's 200 miles. So I'll have to do it over, maybe a couple of weeks. But I think it'd be a great challenge, and hopefully, the Thames goes through lots of counties, and hopefully, people come out and see me, which they couldn't when I swam from the Channel.
Oh, good luck with that. That's great effort. And don't get me that vials that we're talking rats today. When did you last see
Yes, I know. And if you've seen rats, and I have seen rats.
Ooh, when you were swimming?
Well, no, I haven't seen them when I was swimming. I think that would really, really disturb me. But there's lots of rats in London, so I've seen a few in my day.
What about this sitcom that you're working on? Can you tell us much about it then?
Well, it's very early days. I wanted to do a show about teachers in the school, because I thought it's been a while since anyone's really sort of defined that, and it's a very universal experience. Most of us have been to school or maybe had kids at school, and so I'm in the very early stages of that, but I'm quite excited about it.
And of all the phrases you must get thrown at you, David, day in, day out from Little Britain, what's the one what's the one you get the most thrown at you?
Well, I'd say it's a toss-up between I'm a lady, computer says no, and which I get a lot, and kids seem to absolutely love that one, and they always say, do to me. Every time I'm doing a book signing, the kids do want that. I don't really know why. I don't really think that really counts as a catchphrase, but people seem to like it, so I don't argue with them.
Well, people love your books as well, and Mr. Stink's coming to the Sheffield Lyceum from the 27th of September to the 1st of October. We should tell them, you're not on stage, but it is your little baby, though, isn't it?
But I wrote the book, and I'm very proud of it.
Well done, David, and keep up the great work. I think we can refer to you as an institution, can't we now?
Oh dear, these people will start hating me now if you say that.
Well, I like to build you up and then knock you down.
Okay.
Swim that Channel, swim the Thames, so that's a great effort. Good luck with doing that, 200 miles. Brilliant. David Walliams, Stink, Mr. Stink comes to Sheffield Lyceum, as I say, from the 27th of September to the 1st of October. What a great guy, funny guy as well. But he's got a real lovely heart, hasn't he?